Monday Madness. We're back. Where is everyone? Did they forget I started on Monday? They'll be here sooner or later. Did I miss?
Who are you missing?
I don't know. Am I missing someone? Oh, I'm missing Chris. Chris is supposed to come on tonight. So what's going on, everyone? How was your weekend? I have the flu, so I'm kind of out of it.
Oh no! Were you vaccinated?
Yes, but
it happens.
That happens. I haven't had the flu in a long.
That's that time of year.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. At least it's not. I'd rather have the flu than have bronchitis again. Bronchitis is the worst.
Yeah, bronchitis.
Oh yeah.
Sucks. But I haven't had bronchitis since I quit smoking.
Oh, I need to quit smoking at some point.
I'm almost 5 years. Almost 5 years.
Go ahead.
My ex-girlfriend, she got bronchitis every year. It was torture. Absolute torture. Because every night you couldn't sleep throughout it because she'd be like coughing from her bootstraps all night.
Brutal.
I used to have to get a shot to open my airways. It was so bad. It sucked.
Yeah, I quit smoking cigarettes. I quit smoking cigarettes when at the start of COVID.
Well, same here, actually.
I mean, I still smoke other stuff by the metric shit ton, but you know.
Yeah.
I've been vaping since the beginning of 2020. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. I go back and forth between digital and analog when it comes to my recreational smoking.
You know, I could never get used to it. I still can't stand the smell and the taste, and then I get paranoid and sleepy.
That's the former lawman in you. That's what that is.
I've done worse.
I believe you. I know. I got friends.
I've touched that once. I've touched that once in a while. You know, the little Dutch girl in me, I guess. Had to try it out.
Yeah.
But I couldn't. It didn't stick with me, and with my current medication, I can't do that or alcohol. So.
No. Oh yeah.
Nothing.
I was destined for alcoholism and severe drug addiction, but fortunately, I found marijuana.
As all my friends know, I have an addictive personality when it comes to everything, whether it be recreational, whether it be shopping, whether it be anything, pretty much.
I feel you.
Snackism, right?
Yeah. 4 o'clock in the morning, eating blueberry muffins. There's something wrong with coffee.
I'm a late night fruit snack guy. I'll go through a dozen little packages of fruit snacks at 3 a.m.
I went through one time those yogurt covered raisins. I went through like 7 boxes of those things in one sitting. I was like, what am I doing?
I can't even have those unless they're organic. I can't have raisins.
Blue Jay.
Don't mind my bed. So it's been a long freaking morning. It's been a long day.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to the earlier chats, but I could have swore Taladia was here.
Okay. Taladia was here. I'm hearing that across the board. Skywalker, Maki, everyone I know, as soon as they go live, everything that was typed in beforehand is completely wiped.
Huh, interesting. Hey, Taladia. Hey, and Wombat. Brian LCS, welcome, buddy. Can't wait to see what else we get from the Batman Epic Crime universe. So we are getting Storm in What If Season 3. Yes, the Goddess of Thunder. There he is.
Nice.
Hello. Might as well just start the show because I want to go to bed. And we'll start with Blue Jay's favorite topic, the box office. Venom: The Last Dance, 15 million, 3 weeks in a row at number 1. Heretic debuts at 11. Best Christmas pageant ever, 10 million. Wild Robot still in there, 6.6. Smile 2, wow, impressive 5.1. Conclave 4.1. Anora 11 weeks. They added 851 more theaters for 2.5. Here 2.4. We Live in Time 2.2. Terrified 3 still holding on with 1.4. Where is Transformers and where is Joker? What will that do?
It's long. I think it's long gone, guys.
I just wanted to do that. I think it's done.
Yeah, it's done. Well, it's still, good movie though. I still,
still
watch it.
Two biggest, I think your top two best picture contenders are number 6 and number 7.
Conclave is that good?
Yeah. It's I don't know. It harkens back to a style that I just can't say enough about it, really.
I do love movies about the Catholic Church and priests. I don't know why.
Then you need to watch 30 Coins on Max.
Oh, that was 30 Coins. I'm gonna have to watch it.
It's a show. It's a show about a renegade priest who is he has to get 30 coins before the devil does.
Ooh.
Right. And it is fierce. Yes, it's subtitled. Right.
That's fine. I watch anime.
I believe the third is being filmed or coming soon. It's not done yet. But man, great show.
You said the devil priest. I'm all in.
Yeah, the Paul Giamatti is the devil.
Oh.
So there is some English in the show, but it's primarily Spanish.
That's fine. I don't mind that. I understand a lot of Spanish, so yay.
I haven't been keeping track of the box office lately. I forgot because Venom, okay, 3rd week in a row. That's good. That's cool. Wait till Gladiator and Wicked trounces them.
Wicked, I can see. Gladiator, I think that's going to be 50-50 as to how it hits.
Yeah,
I heard it's good.
That first trailer really hurt it.
Yeah, it was bad.
Because I was down for the idea of it. I mean, I enjoyed the first movie, and you've got Denzel Washington, who's not going to love that, and then they put Jay-Z in there, and it completely took me out of the trailer.
They should have played Kendrick Lamar's "Not Like Us."
No! I am so sick of it.
Lucky enough to already see it, and I'm afraid there's going to be a Gladiator 3.
Oh,
they should do it for. They should put that song in the trailer for that movie.
I'm so sick of hearing that song.
No. I need DMX for it. I need some DMX.
Wild Robots. I love that fucking movie. So it deserved that much money. Yeah, I think the most interesting story that's going to be talked about for next week. And what's interesting is that I haven't seen now for this. I saw a movie this week. I did see Red One.
Ooh, how was that?
It's not out yet. I saw it at an early access screening at 4:00 yesterday, and it's another rock movie. It's not bad.
No,
it's not bad. It's just
you've just turned Christopher off the movie completely.
I was the biggest fan of The Rock. I was the biggest fan of The Rock, and he just soured me with his behavior in the last year.
Well, no, it has its fun moments. It's just kind of The Rock being The Rock. He kind of just walks like this, and he just stands tall, and he fights people, and his character is like you see on any other movie. Chris Evans is having a good time. I did like the concept of the movie.
I wanted to see it because I wanted to see talking polar bear. I'm a
movies.
Fan of bears.
Obviously, I am too.
Yeah.
Christmas movies get a pass for me. They can be the worst movie ever made, and they're okay because it's a Christmas movie. So
I'm hit and miss with Christmas movies. I've worked retail too many years to have I think that pretty much completely soured me for most of Christmas. I'm 90% of the time I'm on the side with the Grinch.
I worked in retail during Christmas holiday, and I worked for one day. Those kids pissed me off, and I quit. Never went back to retail.
Oh,
those kids go through the toy aisle and just destroy everything. It's insane.
Oh, what made it worse?
KB Toy Store, the mall. Imagine that.
Oh, it made it worse. The store I was working at was a heavily Jewish neighborhood, but the owners insisted on having Christmas music on from November right through Christmas. And the customers complained about it. I'm like,
Really?
there's nothing I can do about. Well, they're Jewish. They don't want to hear it.
Oh, well, true.
They're like, this isn't my holiday. I'm like, it's not mine either. I don't want to hear it any more than you do. But if I turn it off, I'm going to get in trouble.
I love Christmas music. I could listen to Christmas music year round if I was allowed, but people around me.
I'm good from Halloween to the New Year, and then I'm done.
No, sorry, go ahead, Blue Jay.
Oh no, it's just like the movie has it's not as Christmassy as you would think. It's more like 35% of that Christmas feel. Kind of it. Parts of it's kind of here and there. It's just mostly kind of. They kind of go around these places.
Is it Black Adam with snow?
Kinda. I don't know. I enjoy Black Adam.
Actually, I did too.
I enjoy Black Adam. So
it's just it's another Rock movie. So I guess
you like The Rock, you'll like this movie pretty much.
Pretty much.
And Venom will, I think today at some point will cross 400 million worldwide.
That would be awesome.
Next Christmas, we've got The Man with the Bag.
Krampus?
The Man with the Bag.
Yeah, with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Alan Ritchson.
Oh, I'll watch that.
When Santa's magic bag is stolen, he turns to his naughty list to find pants.
It's definitely a movie on streaming. It was supposed to go on streaming, a Prime Video, but they put it in theaters because they want to see how it can draw people in. And
this will be a franchise.
But get this. When I saw the early access screening, my theater was packed.
Really?
My theater was pretty packed. So there were a lot of people in the theater.
Did you buy a ticket like you would normally buy a ticket?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
it just shows up on my Cinemark. It just showed up on my Cinemark. Yeah. It's it has only the 4 o'clock showing. It's the only time you only see it before the movie comes out.
Distributors also they'll give passes out to for comic book movies. All the comic book shops in Nashville get passes for early screenings, and all the toy stores and stuff like that. So it's probably a combination of people that bought tickets and got free passes somewhere. Yeah, because that's how we do it here. So, but I think I don't know. They're moving this. You're gonna have that's an Amazon movie too, right?
Yeah.
So you've got Amazon MGM doing 2 different Christmas franchises a year apart. So it sounds like that's their goal. It's just an action Santa movie every year with a new cast, and then whichever one sticks will be a franchise.
Blue Jay, did you see what is it? The one with on Netflix with God, I can't even think. Christmas Chronicles?
No, I've heard of them.
Kurt Russell.
Good. Kurt Russell. It's really good. Really good. Action Santa, blah blah blah. You know,
Yeah, that's just what I call all of them. Action Santa. Hey, look, there's a different Action Santa this year. Let's check it out.
Yeah, it's not really. Red one, it was just kind of so it's definitely a streaming film. They're really pushing to be a franchise, but I don't see that's gonna pan out once how the movie's gonna make. It's depending, like especially with the budget.
Yeah. What was the budget for that? Like 200 million?
250 million.
Nice.
Nice.
You mentioning Action Santa, I've got this image of Santa with an Uzi.
I can pretty much
killing me.
Guarantee that with an Arnold Schwarzenegger Santa Claus, that's all happening.
I just want one scene of him in a Santa Claus suit, standing right in front of the fireplace, going, "I'll be back. I'll be happy."
I mean, it's as high concept as like one of those, you know, Santa's bag gets stolen and he has to get the naughtiest person ever to help him get it back. And
come with me if you want gifts.
Yeah, Rickman is pretty naughty.
So,
oh, Trey, what's going on, buddy?
Hey.
Oh, I got a picture of Christmas Chronicles with Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. There we go.
They're so adorable.
They are.
So was Goldie Mrs. Claus?
Yes.
Good.
All right. First up, rumor time. Nick Cage now in active talks to come back as Ghost Rider.
Oh, right. Rumor time. It's rumor time. Well, time to crack open.
We have just one rumor tonight.
I believe it.
Well, still, it's time to crack open a can of Jack Daniel's Coca-Cola.
What?
What?
Oh,
y'all have the weirdest stuff down in the States.
What? Is that a thing?
It's a thing.
Apparently.
How much alcohol is in that? And where can I get it?
7%.
I'm not sure what hurts my head more, that or the Oreo Coca-Cola.
Which one?
Oreo Coca-Cola.
Oh, that sounds disgusting. It looks disgusting,
doesn't it?
All right.
Oh,
come on. All right.
So you're probably going to hear Ben. I mean, they're going to go through all of them again. Who can we get to? I believe this 100%. After Deadpool Wolverine, yes,
yeah,
100%.
So
I got my everyone screen.
Pretty much everyone that's donned a superhero costume in the last 30 years.
Nice.
Or Marvel specifically.
Yeah.
Because it won't be long before we hear that Halle Berry's re-signed and all that good stuff.
Can't we just move on from these people?
Well, that's I think that's the point. They can't.
No, that's the question. Which X-Men would you prefer to come back?
Some of the new class.
The new class?
Definitely not. Yeah, some of the new class. Definitely not.
Blob.
Jennifer Lawrence. No, I did not like.
No, they
take it all.
Well,
they probably bring Rebecca Romaine Stamos back for that.
Ooh, I did like her. She hardly spoke, but I liked her.
Bringing Will.i.am.
She's with Strange New Worlds and she's number one.
She's great on Strange New Worlds.
Una Chin Riley. She's great and she still looks great and she still can act, and so why not?
Yeah, why not?
I really don't think we'll see much of the first class. Maybe McAvoy and Fassbender.
Yeah.
But other than that,
they are only coming back for Secret Wars, and Secret Wars, the X-Men are getting recast. Degrassi, move on. What?
I don't care either way. You could put anybody in those parts. I don't give a shit. I'm just saying that it's a possibility. You could have, they could be Terrence and Phillip cutouts for all I care. Move on. Move on from what? Deadpool Wolverine was a more than fitting love letter to Bryan Singer. I'm sure he appreciates it. Move on.
I think the only ones that need to move on, really, we all know who they are. Star Wars fans.
Yes.
Star Wars fans needs to just close the chapter with Luke, Leia, Hans, and just move on. I am so sick of every Star Wars show I watch. Well, maybe we could Dr. Aphra, and we could do a Dr. Aphra series right between
Dr. Aphra
Return of the Jedi.
They're about to make Lucasfilm is about to make all the Disney era non-TV and movie stuff, all your books, all your comics, all your video games that have for the last 10 years have been sold as canonical.
Yeah,
they're all getting shifted to Legends. And the only thing that's going to be canon is movies and television shows. That's not to say that those characters, because Legends bleeds into canon.
Yep.
Right? And that's how it's going to be. You can pretty much discount all that shit.
So
there will be changes.
All the comic books, all the books for the last 10 years will not count.
It's coming. Wait for it.
Oh, that's going to piss a lot of people off. And I'm going to have a big bucket of popcorn just sitting back, watching the meltdown.
Can we have a Star Wars show that has the song "I'm Han Solo" from that Kinect Star Wars game?
No, but no, just putting it out there. Going back to the X-Men for a second, the original Fox X-Men movies were like middling 90s years that I really have no desire to ever see again. So
yeah,
I moved on a long time ago.
You know, I don't want to see that Rogue again, but
you won't. She's retiring. She's not well.
Oh,
I'm sorry she's not well, but gosh, she was an awful Rogue.
She had the same accent she had from True Blood. That's why.
Suki.
And in both cases, she took a powerful, badass character and made it into a damsel in distress.
Oh.
Hated that.
I didn't know what a Suki Stackhouse was until the show, so.
I had a friend that was a big fan of the books.
I read the books after the show ended. I love the books. The books are so much better. Except one part. Lafayette died in the first book, I believe.
Oh.
So no, he's the actor no longer with us as well.
Yep. So I don't want to see I don't know, X-Men like those. The movies I really disliked. I really hated Daredevil. I hated Elektra. I hated X-Men 2 and 3. All of the 90s Batmans, they could have just kept those. I really didn't care for them. I personally don't want to see them to keep bringing these characters back. I'm just move on already.
Yep.
These 40 and 50-year-old men that are complaining on the internet about this is not mine, this is not mine. I want my childhood back. You're not getting it back.
People. Trust me. People my generation are becoming like that too. You know,
every generation is like that. It's just
every generation is like that. But like, we're down to the point where people are mad at a Barney remake. I'm like, how old are you guys? How old are we now?
They mad at a Barney remake?
Oh yeah. My god.
I don't give a. It's a new Barney show that come out. Everybody's pissed off. It's a CG show. It's like, I don't give a shit about Barney. That's past my prime.
I have a personal connection to Barney. I can't talk about Barney. I had a former roommate of mine's brother-in-law was Barney.
Oh wow.
You do understand how adorable it is to hear that Gen Z wants their childhood back from somebody who's in the older generations.
That's funny.
It's adorable.
You know, if I want my childhood back, I'll go outside, stay out till past curfew, eat what I want to eat, and then pop in Lost Boys and watch Lost Boys or watch something else. You know, I don't care if they remake Lost Boys.
You know what? Hot take. You can pay me to go back to being a kid again.
Oh no.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. The 90s in New York were not fun. The 80s either.
Yep.
Well, they were fun when I was a kid, but now that
I
I
mean,
think
they were
about
fun
it,
for me because I didn't live there.
You know, I think about it was fun when I was a kid, but now I think back, I'm like, my God, I could have been killed so many times.
But you weren't.
I wasn't.
I don't know how I'm still alive at this age. I don't know how I'm still alive at this age and as healthy as I am. I don't understand it at all. Which means I'll probably fall over tomorrow.
I'm with you. I'm pretty sure that my guardian angel has gone bald at this point, trying to keep me alive.
Yeah. The situations I've put myself in, the shit that I have done.
Oh,
there's really no explanation for me sitting here talking to any of you right now.
And you know what the best part of it is?
Luck.
None of it's on camera.
No, yeah, there's that too. Yeah, there's all of that.
Ooh.
Do you know what else is on camera? Have a sip of the Jack Daniels Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out, Blue Jay.
I will say this from experience. I think about it now. The craziest thing I've ever done was hang out in Central Park at 2-3 in the morning with no lights, walking around.
Yeah,
don't do that, please. If you're thinking about doing that and you're in New York City, don't do it. Don't do it. I had no fear when I was like 18, 19. Jeez.
That's standard with that age, though.
You're
still in that, I think, I'm invincible phase.
Yeah. All right. What do we got next? Tom Welling says they are still trying to pitch a Smallville animated sequel series to Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers, I am not hating on them. They just haven't gotten back to us. It's not a priority for them. It's like a not returning phone calls thing. Jeez. It's Tom freaking Wellings. Pick up the phone, Warner Brothers.
No. You know what that's called? Ghosting. They ain't interested in you, boo.
Yeah.
I mean, who's calling? That's what I want to know. Like who's calling who, and I don't know.
No,
this sounds like I understand they're trying to get something off the ground with this, but it's. I would never say never, but I mean, I can say it's never going to happen, but then I never say never.
You know, there was a season 11 comic book that came out, which I liked it. Pretty good. My God, the only thing I've seen Tom Welling in since Smallville ended was the Fog remake.
Which stunk, I thought.
The Crisis on CW's Arrowverse. And then he was on Lucifer for 2 seasons, which he was pretty good in that.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's hard to stink on that show, though.
Yeah, nobody stinks on it. You know, it's hard to be on a show where it's hard to fail on a show where every single cast member is hot.
I know, right?
The sexual tension in every scene.
And then they brought Chuck into this show. Why?
What?
Sorry.
Smallville.
What's his name? Chuck from Supernatural. Yeah.
I never saw a full episode. I'm a lifelong Superman fan. Got it from my grandpa and my dad. Grew up with the comics and the TV show and all of it. Right. I probably know more about the character and his history. And I showed you the drawing, the Joe Shuster drawing, Lucifer before.
Yeah.
And I never saw an episode of the show. I just couldn't be brought to watch it. And I've never seen an episode of Superman and Lois. And I'm a devout Superman fan. And they're just shows I can't
I love
or can't be bothered with them, I guess.
I guess it was the time where everything was a teen drama, so everything was great. Like, you know, see, Smallville, Buffy,
Dawson's Creek, everything.
Dawson's Creek, everything. You know, it was just that time where it worked.
We should have got that Powerpuff Girls CW show.
Who? What?
Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah, that was supposedly in talks.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my missed opportunity. That would have been freaking hilarious.
No. With what the way that they were talking.
I mean, ironically, but
no, thank you. It was supposed to be Powerpuff Girls, but like, what the hell is that? The that one CW show where they're based on the Archies.
Riverdale.
Yeah. That was one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Powerpuff Girls, but to that point, and like, you know, they were teenagers, and you know, they hated the professor, and no.
That was basically the WB Lost Boys show that had 3 different pilots.
Yeah.
Oh.
But great premise for a Lost Boys show, but they could never make any of them work.
No, much like WB, CW just seemed to miss when it came to the idea of good shows. I mean, they had talked about a Painkiller series spinoff of Black Lightning. I really wish they had followed through with that. The one that I really regret that they did, because instead, like, they had 3 main spinoffs for Supernatural in mind.
Yeah.
And they had Wayward.
The Wayward Sisters?
Yeah. There was a brother and sister team. There was a brother and sister team that they introduced in one episode that they were thinking of doing a spinoff with that. Or they were going to do a young Bobby and Rufus, and that's the one I wish they had done. Because they could have done so much with that. And Bobby and Rufus were loved beyond.
Yeah. Instead, we got young parents of the Winchesters and their quirky friends.
Yep.
Like
they did try
live-action
Wayward.
Scooby-Doo. Yeah. It didn't work.
No, it didn't work because it broke the timeline.
Yep. All right. Next up, Marvel's Blade got pulled from the release calendar, but Kevin Feige says the studio remains committed to Blade.
Yeah, right.
We love the character. We love Mahershala's take on him, says Kevin Feige. And rest assured, whenever we change direction with a project or still figuring out how it fits into our schedule, we let the audience know. You're all up to date on what's happening, but I can tell you that the character will indeed make it to the MCU. Not in his own project, but somewhere else. That's the unspoken part of this statement.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't expect a Blade movie, but you'll see Blade somewhere. We'll put him somewhere.
To say,
go ahead.
I don't believe this. You know how many times it's been, you know how long has it been since they announced this? You know how many times they delayed this? You know how many times they canceled this? You know how many times I've been hearing about this Blade thing? Like 45,000 times.
Yeah, this sounds like Hollywood talk for we're putting him in Midnight Suns, but you're not getting an individual movie.
Mahershala Ali will, by the time this movie comes out, he will be collecting Social Security. Just saying. That's just my opinion. If we still have Social Security in 4 years.
Hey man, it's there's a lot of people that still want to see Wesley Snipes back, and you know what? I'm one of them.
Cyber Sales, what's up, buddy? We got a penguin top hat, umbrella, and a monocle. But I don't know. Like I said on what show? On a couple weeks ago when this got pushed off the release calendar. We have Sinners. Sinners is coming out next year. We'll get to see a vampire hunter, and I'd rather see Michael B. Jordan as a vampire hunter than Mahershala Ali any day. Just saying.
I just don't understand. Like, I just make a vampire. You don't even at this point. I could give a rat's ass about this trying to connect to the MCU. Just give me a cool. Just give me someone that has a sword and fucking vampires up. That's all I've ever asked. First, and also, I don't give a shit if. First off, we need to kind of stop the fact that he's a B-list character. It's irrelevant because why the fuck did he have 3 movies back in the 90s? I'm saying
there was nothing else they had possession of.
Yeah, and then people freaking love Blade. It's such an irrelevant thing to say nowadays in 2024, where every single character that's B-list is like an iconic character.
Every character's an iconic character to somebody.
Yeah, that's true. Because everybody knows Sticks Boy. He loves Booster Gold. Loves Booster Gold. Booster Gold I like Booster Gold too, and he's not an A-lister, but he's beloved by a lot of fans.
I thought you were going to say Sticks Boy was an iconic character, and that'd be true too.
Is he is Sticks a Marvel character? Did we not know this?
Sticks Boy?
Is Sticks a Marvel character this whole time?
Yes. He's going to be in the MCU soon.
Dude knows his Doctor Who business, man, big time.
Oh my God,
I've only known one other person that knew Who as well as he did, and that kid's grandfather was responsible for bringing the show to the States in the 70s.
Oh wow!
Honestly, I would love a show just to sit down and talk Doctor Who with Sticks.
Talati said he's a Fortnite character. Good God!
Where do you think I get my Hello Sweeties from?
Yeah, that's one thing. If I see this. I know there's been ups and downs with some of the doctors over the years, and the hate for Doctor Who recently because of Guada,
Jodie Whittaker.
Jodie and Guada.
Yeah.
I just want to say this: if you are a Doctor Who fan and you've been a Doctor Who fan since the 4th Doctor, like I have, every Doctor Who has not been the most masculine ever. Alien. He's the most flamboyant character that was on British TV for decades before Are You Being Served?
Literally, one of them ran around with celery on his lapel.
Oh yeah, every doctor was a bit of a poof. I mean,
yes,
yeah. No offense. I mean, that's
no offense.
I'm using the British.
No, it's on point. It's on point. I'll give you that.
The colorful scarves, the flashy colors, the
celery lapel,
big personalities.
But there's something lovable about each one of them.
Yes.
And you know what? I like the new guy.
I like him. He's funny.
Right?
And
I love him all. It's just another one of those things that
I love Ruby Road. I love Ruby. She's great. She's so good. I think the funniest one for me was the Space Babies. I don't know if you saw that episode.
Not yet.
Oh my God!
When it came back in 2005, you couldn't. Oh, go ahead.
Babies in carriages, and they're being taken care of by the ship. It's so funny, Space Babies, and they could talk. It's funny, so funny.
When the BBC started that show back up in 2005, the only way to get it here was to torrent it.
Yeah, yeah. I was
took what? 2 or 3 seasons into Tenet before the States got it on BBC America. Yeah, it took a while.
I had to watch it on torrents.
We had no problem, but I guess because we're part of the empire still.
Yeah, you guys probably have.
God save the king.
Well, if you have any kind of derivative of Sky TV, they ran regular BBC, so all over the world, but here.
And before we go on, making his triumphant return to Monday Madness Welcome back, Chris. What's up, buddy?
Chris?
I was having technical issues, man.
Come on yourself for a second.
But you can put Blade in the I don't give a shit category for me. I'll watch Blade when it's on the Who Gives a Shit channel.
Spike.
I want to see it. I want to see it either way. I'm with Blue Jay. Write something up. Vampires. Get them killing vampires. That's all I need.
Yeah, I want to watch it. I just feel like I think they're trying too hard to make it connect to the MCU, and at this point, I don't give a shit about that no more.
For an individual movie, they don't need to connect it to the MCU.
That kind of mindset. See, I feel that kind of mindset. If you're trying to find ways to connect to a larger universe, that just backfires your movie. Just make a movie. I can't say it's that. It's not. It's not just that. It may be, writer issues, or maybe producer. Maybe Mahershala Ali is trying to have some control over it. We don't know. But I just feel like
I think he does have creative control over it.
He's an executive producer.
Oh yeah,
which gives him a modicum of control, not complete control, but
because
the only person that has complete control over any of this shit is Kevin Feige.
Yeah, but that's just my gut reaction is that because Marvel wants everything to be a setup to everything, but then after Deadpool and Wolverine, because most of that is
wait, can you say that again? Marvel wants what?
Marvel wants control.
Can you say that for the back of the room? That's Marvel wants everything to be connected. Can you say that to the back of the room?
Setup for everything. Yeah.
Yeah, they want everything to be every movie to be a setup for every movie. Ain't that correct?
Just
okay.
Just have Samuel L. Jackson appear at the end of the movie.
I was under the impression reading X today that Marvel doesn't do that. Marvel doesn't try to connect everything. Just saying.
They do connect. They've never come out and said that though. They do connect everything though, but they've never come out and said everything has to connect. And up until Endgame, they were doing a really good job at it.
Going with this, Bruce? What the fuck are you going with this?
I know where he's going with it. I know where he's going.
What? No.
No, you were trying to trap me. No. Look, as much as I'm a guy that likes connected universes,
why would I do that?
Look, as much as I'm a guy that likes connected universes, there's always a point where that shit is not really that needed. Just make a singular film that is within a universe and not try to set up like 85 different fucking movies.
Just have Samuel L. Jackson show up at the end of the movie. Boom, connected.
Because that's
all you need to do.
There are two major projects that the MCU did that if you did not watch TV shows, you had no idea what was going on. Multiverse of Madness and the Marvels.
Yeah.
We're 90 days from Brave New World's red carpet, and they were doing reshoots today.
What?
Oof. Brave New World comes on my freaking birthday, by the way.
I am so hyped for that.
Happy birthday. Aww. So what that means is that it's incredibly likely that these Brave New World reshoots lead to reshoots for Thunderbolts, which opens in 180 days.
See, that's fine. That's a good segue because they're both similar because one of them has Bucky in it. So
those two movies will be perfect for them to put Blade in.
Wait, I don't understand why. Just because the only cohesive material I've seen between those two movies so far is that the Red Hulk might be in both of them, right?
Yeah.
Because Thunder. Okay. Why would they have to do reshoots on Thunderbolts just because they had to do them on?
I'd say it makes it more likely. I don't know if they will, but
because that'll suck. I'm really hyped for both of those movies now after I've seen the trailers.
I mean, reshoots are baked in, pickups, all that shit's baked in. But to be and again, 90 days isn't ridiculous either, but it's never really a great sign.
No, and this one's been and Captain America's been in production hell for 18 months.
They've literally remade this movie probably more than once.
Yeah, it's been in production. I don't know why. I don't know. Harrison Ford was probably like, no Star Wars jokes. I don't care.
Well, they have the whole what's the the Jewish superhero lady's name? They had that whole deal,
Sabra.
and then I'm a
Sabra,
little bit is she in it?
With the Jack Daniels Coca-Cola, mind you.
Is she not in it? You know, and from what I understand today, she's not.
No.
Or she's not referred to.
That's Sabra.
Like any references to her being Israeli, like it's all gone.
Yeah, because if they put her in the movie, that's gonna take a lot of the international market.
See what happens when you win an Oscar? Everything goes out the window. I mean, it's a big accomplishment, but you win an Oscar, then you get a big giant fucking head, and then you start thinking, nope, I'm not going to do this, blah, 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 and you can't even make something as simple as Blade, swords, vampires. It's really fucking simple, man.
That's what I'm saying. This is exactly the shit I'm talking about.
I always say his name wrong. I'm going to try it this time, I think, because last time I got yelled at for 30 minutes.
What?
Marshala.
Let him try.
Marshala Ali.
There you go.
Okay.
Mashallah.
Whatever.
Marshala.
No, last time they told me it was Mahershala. Like, that's the proper way to say it.
No, that's Methuselah from the Bible.
Anyway, I like him in everything he's in, and I think he'll make a great Blade. But you're not. Listen, this isn't Selma. This isn't. This isn't fucking The Godfather. It's Blade. Okay? It's a pissed off daywalker who wants to murder all vampires with mommy issues. Like, that's it. Like hook that up. And then at the end, Loma Bear's right. Just bring in a Skrull or something. Someone stupid. Or Samuel Jackson. Whatever.
Yeah.
And it's over. Now it's connected. Ooh.
Well, Blade and the Black Knight were on a team together with Captain Britain and MI13.
Yeah.
And
because I'm gonna be dead and gone. I'm gonna be very old by the time this happens. But I can see if Marvel.
You're old now.
If Marvel keeps their stuff together, okay. After X-Men, which is what they're obviously building to, Secret Wars, X-Men, blah blah blah. Okay. After that, I could see, okay, an Ultimate Avengers, where like every movie could be a team up movie. Where it's like Mask, where they pick the best cars for the mission, the best masks for the mission, the best agents for the mission. I could see them doing that with a lot of movies. I could see Marvel moving into that territory, and that would be super cool. Or give me West Coast Avengers. I don't give a shit. I'm probably the only person that wants that.
I've heard so much shit about that. I'm honestly just more like, I don't want to hear a single shit about Secret Wars or West Coast Avengers until I actually see the movie. Just so much. I know there's hype around it. And that's all. That's great and all. I just hear Secret Wars. I'm like, okay, freaking, can we get Howard the Duck from the 80s to be in Secret Wars? Can we please do that?
Why do you want Howard the Duck? What's his superpower?
Because he cracks duck tits. I don't know.
The only thing that matters right now. The only thing that matters right now is DC and their absolute universe. Screw everything else.
I appreciate Kevin keeping us up to date on this one, but stop telling us how much you love him and just put him in front of a camera. Show us what you love about him. Please. Stop talking. More filming.
More filming.
I always thought that was the original plan, Daryl. I always thought it was supposed to be like that Black Knight person and Blade and maybe the Eternals with Doctor Strange. I thought they were going to go a whole different direction, but I guess that fell apart because of the Eternals.
It's so funny. In the last couple of years, Marvel Comics have been pushing Blade so hard. He was Miles Morales' mentor for a while. He has a daughter now. They had a whole vampire event where he was the problem.
I didn't even know that.
You would think in this whole time they would have this Blade situation worked out with how hard they're pushing Blade in comics.
Well, there's probably not enough source material.
I haven't read it.
I mean, Kathleen Kennedy said the same thing. There's just not enough source material. We'd love to put all those Star Wars.
Make up a villain. Get Dracula to be the
I'm being sarcastic. My point
Why? I know. I'm
ton of source material. There's a ton of source material.
There's
that
like
they could pull
50
from.
years.
Yeah, there's
50 years
of lore that they get.
They're not good, but they're out there.
Get Morbius. Get Jared Leto.
You're gonna get angry Star Wars fans in here if you keep talking like that.
That's fine. Bring it on. I deal with Dom weekly.
That's literally every Star Wars fan.
Pretty much, yeah.
We're like,
If I had I had a relative who was working in Fayetteville, Georgia, where close to because Blade and Armor Wars production offices were in the same facility, and that everything that they were working on up to a certain point was basically referred to as Vampire Highlander. It was going to be a story about Blade throughout time.
Oh God!
Different eras.
Jesus. Stop overthinking it. Stop overthinking it. Just.
Well, that's the thing. It's really not overthought. It was super simple, super low budget. Not low budget, but budget friendly.
Yeah.
Where's your source, Mwamba?
they should ship him. They should just like go, not just multiverse, but like the multiverse, like make him be married to like Cruella from 101 Dalmatians or some shit. Just oh yeah,
oh,
just merge all the Disney shit.
Oh my God.
I mean, is there any other woman out there that could handle Blade? It has to be Cruella, or maybe Maleficent. Maleficent.
Yeah,
Maleficent versus Blade. I'd pay to see that.
Oh my God, Blade's gonna show up in it. Blade's gonna show up in the next Descendants movie. Just saying.
Oh my God, no.
Singing Blade, let's go.
Yes.
I don't
make everything a musical.
If I was
I don't want
Blade,
I don't want Blade to have a cuck son. I don't know.
If they are going to put him with Doctor Strange, I think that's the absolute best idea.
I mean, that'd be cool,
that's where he belongs. That's the side of Marvel where he belongs.
Don't get me wrong, that'll be cool though. But
you know what's going to happen? Nobody's ever happy. Nobody's ever happy, Blue Jay. Here's what's going to happen. He made his original appearance in Spider-Man. What wasn't Spider-Man in any of these Blade movies? Why didn't Spider-Man have a cameo in the Blade movie?
No, technically he made his appearance in Moon Knight. So he should be in season 2 of Moon Knight. Oh wait,
what about can we get a Blade appearance on freaking let's see. Let's think of a random character, right? Let's have a Blade cameo in freaking, I don't know, Wonder Man.
Yes.
I just want, my point was the whole Spider-Man thing was I want them to come out. I actually want to enjoy the movie, and I'm tired of being so obsessed with the how the sausage is made. I just want to actually enjoy the meal once in a while, and it seems like we've all kind of stopped doing that for a long time.
See, I'm the same way because I know you said that on Jarbo's stream about it. I was kind of the same way sometimes, but I like talking about how the sausage is made. Pause. But
well, I mean, look at you. I mean, I got in here a little bit late, so I don't know if you guys have talked about it yet. But I mean, look at all the cringe complaints about who or what they're going to put into the Superman movie. We haven't even seen a trailer yet. Or how about all the bitching and moaning about Batman not being in the Penguin show? Like,
that's so funny to me.
We'll talk about the Penguin.
I find that shit hilarious, man. To me, that's it. That shit's hilarious.
All right, let's move on from Blade.
Nobody knows what's happening after Secret Wars because nobody really knows what is happening in Secret Wars.
All right, let me put up the banner.
Maybe Mwamba works for
this thing.
Do I have a spoiler? I do have a spoiler alert. Spoiler alert!
Oh no!
If you haven't, this is your time. If you haven't seen the Penguin, you might want to hop out for 10 or 15 minutes and come back because we're gonna talk spoilers. We're gonna talk.
These aren't like little spoilers. These aren't little spoilers. These are like if Tony Soprano died halfway through The Sopranos or some shit. These are big spoilers. Like you don't want people. You know what I mean? These are big.
Let me kick this off about. I loved the Penguin. I loved Oz from the first episode. I felt bad for him. What he was going through, the way the Maronis and everyone treated him because he was disabled, and he
swerved us. Bruce, he swerved us.
Had a tough life.
He swerved us.
It was a little iffy towards the middle when this strange relationship he had with his mother. It was just weird. But then you get to episode 8. By the time you get to 8, you find out he killed his brother so he could be with his mother.
Because of an Oedipus complex.
An
Oedipus complex. He has a major Oedipus complex. They let you know that in the final scene. You
Dude,
don't realize
bro,
it.
dude, oh my
You
god.
don't realize it until you see him make
Oh
the
my
girl, the sex worker he's in love with, dress up like his mom, and you're
So
like,
he's
whoa.
been
Dude, it's
having her
crazy.
dress up since how many years? He's pretending to have
Wow.
sex with his mother, which is
Major
so
Oedipus complex, twisted shit, man. Only
Dude,
HBO
it's
could have gave us
crazy.
that. Only
Didn't
HBO
she-
could have gave us that. We wouldn't have got that on the CW. We wouldn't have got that on Stars. We
No.
wouldn't have got
Hell
that on
no.
Netflix. Only
Hell
HBO.
no.
Only HBO
Ooh.
would have done that. Only
Like,
HBO has the
didn't
balls to go
dude?
there.
What's crazy is that
I don't
Showtime
know,
made.
man. Stars
could've-
pull some crazy shit, man.
Yeah, well,
Yes,
you're right,
God.
because I forgot they did kind of step into it with Spartacus. They kind of went, "Yep, let's do this." And Showtime maybe we could have done it, but written this well, only HBO. Only
But
HBO.
what's crazy is that you would forget, because how the show is, how you sympathize with Oz, with his mother, his problems and stuff. But then it goes to a 180 once it goes to the flashback of him as a
Oof.
kid by drowning his brothers in that sewer, closing the
Oh,
door
my
on
God.
them.
And that
And then
kid,
you go,
I know you're shocked, and that kid is so cute. You know what I mean? He's such a good actor, and he's so cute.
He is. He is.
You know what I mean? It's like, fuck. How is this guy going to grow up to be this?
yeah, and he's like,
monster.
yeah, because at first, the last episode, I was like, wait, isn't his mother like, isn't she like not bothered by this? And then until the next episode, they acknowledge that. It's like, I hate you, Oz. I hate you. You shouldn't be my son, or
Yeah.
something like that. And he just grabs the bottle and just stabs him in the stomach. It's like, holy crap.
And I can
But-
I can say it. I can admit, I can say it now, but like I have a friend, and she can't really be like, oh, you got you guys know her. Some of you guys watch Mama's Geeky, right? You guys know Tessa.
No.
Well, every once in a while, I hit her up on Instagram, and I'm like, how the fuck have I been asleep on Deirdre O'Connell for all these years? She's phenomenal. She's absolutely phenomenal. One of the best characters in that show is
Yeah.
Oz's
The
mom.
way she plays her illness is amazing.
And she's like, Chris, she's like, Chris, I got something for you. And she let me watch the video of her interviewing her a day early.
The whole when Sophia realizes how screwed up Oz and his mother's relationship is, coming from her, saying that you knew your son killed your other kids, but you just let it go. You knew his obsession with you, which is unhealthy.
This
just
is one
let
of
it
those
go.
shows. This is one of those shows for every episode. Like I don't want to be the guy that like jumps out there, but this is the most compelling episodic television I've ever seen. Was that ever in my life? And there's great ones, Sons of Anarchy, Sopranos, but the best thing I've ever seen on HBO ever was True Detective. That first season of True Detective. Mm-hmm. And this rivals that. This might be the best. This and Tulsa King are my two favorite shows right now. And this is my favorite thing to come out of this might be one of the greatest shows ever made. We'll have to see if they don't fumble in season 2, but this first season is the greatest opening season of any TV show I've ever seen. And you could sit there and pick apart every scene.
Dude, what's
Jedi?
Pick apart every scene.
Let me just address Jedi. Who was the letter from? The letter was probably from Selena Kyle.
It was Selena Kyle. He said,
right?
no,
he said it, right?
He said it. He said it's from a woman named Selena Kyle. She says she's her half sister.
Yes, okay.
Well,
yes.
dude, like
I completely forgot that they were related.
Yes, I forgot.
Me too.
I forgot that the whole time of the show's duration, I forgot that Selena Kyle has some relation with Falcone.
Yeah, they're half sisters. I forgot it. I'm like, man, I forgot that until they said it took Juice from Sons of the Anarchy, the psychiatrist, to say Selena Kyle. She says she's a half sister, and at first I was shocked. I was like, oh no, wait, I fucking knew that. Yeah, because Falcone tried to kill his own daughter.
They had to replay that scene when she had he's my father. I was like, oh shit.
Didn't she
I'm
find
gonna have
out
to go
in
back and watch? Go ahead.
Comics that she wasn't his daughter?
Way to fucking wreck the mood, Degrassi. Way to kill it for everybody. What are you doing here, man? What are you trying to do? What are you doing,
man? They do deviate from the source material from time to time.
And I'm telling you,
Elseworlds.
This is the biggest spoiler in the movie or in the show, okay, guys? But I'm gonna tell you right now, that final scene, I never saw it coming. I did
Me
not
neither.
see it coming. I have loved his relationship with Vic since the very beginning. He obviously loves the kid. They love each other. Vic became his surrogate father. Like, I mean, or his surrogate son.
Before you say what happened,
Yeah,
I just want to read this put out from Warner Brothers today. Trolls. Missing person alert. Victor Aguilar attached is his most recent photo of him. If you see him, please contact the GCPD.
WB's
if any
marketing
information,
team,
please contact GCPD.
WB's
He is missing.
marketing team
Why
is
is he
evil.
missing?
Yeah,
he's
well,
dead.
here's what now this might just be reading too much into it, but Penguin was Falcone's right-hand guy. They said that the hangman, which they blamed Sophia for, always took the IDs of the girls that he strangled or the people that he strangled.
Yes.
Why did he take Vic's ID and then throw it in the water like that? Why did he take his ID?
Because Falcone used Oz to murder a lot of these girls.
So he was the hangman, right? So I'm not reading too much into this, because when he took that ID,
I got from it.
That's exactly what I got from it. That Penguin is the hangman, and he was murdering all those women, and he let Falcone blame his daughter for it.
Yeah,
Sophia, and I'm like, that's fucking crazy, dude.
Dude, this show is fucking god tier, dude. It's just
it really is, man. Like, it really is, dude.
It's crazy because I didn't see that coming though, because the whole time, like, you would think, like, again, the show throws you to a curb, thinking like, oh, you know, Oz has this kid, you know, they have a good relationship, and I was wondering how are they gonna play in with the Batman Part 2, and then you go, then once Vic says, "Hey, Oz, you're my family," and then go, Oz.
It's just so beautiful the way they worked in that stutter for that kid, and you know, just everything. That kid is so fucking good, man. And when and you know who had a good point, believe it or not, Grace, because Grace said, and that's the first Grace. She said that's the first kill you ever see Oz do with his bare hands, which means it was personal. It was a close kill. It's the only one in the whole show where you see him. He killed Vic with his bare hands. And I don't know if it's because he wouldn't suffer or because it was a personal thing to him, but I did not expect. And even while the kid's choking to death, I'm going, okay, is he going to change his mind? Okay, what's going to happen? How's he getting out of this one? Oh, fuck, he's dead. Like, that blew me away, dude.
You know,
this show had some Bruce. Did this show not have? How about when he's fighting, not Falcone, but the other one? When he's fighting Clancy Butler, Clancy Butler, Clancy Brown. And he fucking has a heart attack right in the middle of the fight. And I'm like, this is hilarious, dude. It's so smart. It's so smart, dude. And he's talking shit to him while he's having a stroke. Oh my God, dude.
You know, there was, the episode where Victor has the choice to go with Penguin or go with his girlfriend.
And that's even more tragic.
Yeah.
I was like, when I was watching that episode, I was like, you don't need her. You can find another girl.
But that's kind of foreshadowing. That's kind of foreshadowing, Bruce. If you go back to that episode, because that's where he made his mistake. He put trust in the wrong person.
That's that dark foreshadowing.
And don't get me wrong. Colin Farrell. They should all win Emmys. I mean, honestly, my favorite character probably is the mom, believe it or not. But let me tell you, every scene stealer, every fucking episode. A long time ago when I was still in the hospital, Bruce said, "Are you watching it yet?" I'm like, "I'm on episode 2 now." And he sends me a message. He goes, "Sophia's that bitch." And I'm like, "Okay, we'll see." Sophia is that bitch, bro. Like, God damn. She stole every scene she was in. And I love that little smile she's seen when she's at the airport. She looks over at Oz and she sees that little tiny smile out of the corner.
We're referring to the actress Kristen Milioti.
Yeah, and she knew she was
she's amazing.
She knew she was, the way her facial changed, like she was smiling, and then she looked over at him smirking, and then he smiles, and her face went to smirking when he realized, oh wow, Oz played me. They tricked me to the airport. They're gonna murder me. And then he didn't murder her. He set her up. Dude, this is Goodfellas in Gotham. This is hardcore shit, dude. This is I cannot.
Thank you, Cliff.
How much I love this show, man.
It's like you will quote. It's like I'll put up the quote of the A-Team. You love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah, it's so good, and I love that they didn't. Because I'm like, oh, they're gonna kill off everybody I love. The mom done had she's a pancake now. She's a flat out vegetable.
Yeah, she's
and then
done.
they kill off Vic, and I'm like, don't kill Sophia. Keep
I
her
thought
around,
they were going
man.
to kill her, but then I thought about it. I'm like, oh, that's right. He has to set her up so he can.
Well, and
he
the
can
minute
make
I
it to the
saw
top.
Selena Kyle letter, I'm like, oh, we're gonna get Zoe Kravitz next season, hopefully. That would be great.
Well,
the
story's going to continue into Batman 2.
Here's the problem with the great shows like this. It's no longer you wait a year. It's Game of Thrones wait. You wait 18 months sometimes to get a new season. But this is one I will have no problem going back and rewatching over and over again.
Dude.
Well, if they do have a season 2 of this, it would have to be after Batman 2. And Batman 2 is not coming out till 2026.
And for all you people whining, I'm not going to drop any names, but for all you DC hardcore, just straight up, you DC fan cucks, the fact that Batman wasn't in it did not hurt this show at all. And I like the way they did it. It was more subtle, don't you think? The bat symbol at the end instead of actual Batman. You don't think that was cooler? You see the bat symbol at the end. It gives you hope that you'll see Batman later. And this show's not. And everyone's like, well, why the fuck hasn't Batman showed up? I will be honest, though. Once half the city blows up or a big chunk of the city, now it might be kind of turf for Batman. But Batman's busy right now. He don't give a shit about two sets. And plus, this is only year 2 Batman, right? He's like, it's only his second year. He hasn't got the tech yet. He's not the world's greatest detective yet. He doesn't care about 2 mafia families murder each other.
That's
not if they're committing intergang genocide.
Yeah, I don't think
they're doing his job for him.
Yeah, the garbage is taken out itself. But when the city blew up like that, though, and there's a new drug on the street, now it might be time for Batman to come.
But you got to realize also, this takes place immediately after the Batman.
Right after the Riddler.
Yeah.
Right
after the Batman left Gotham with Selena. They both.
Yeah,
he's not in Gotham at this point.
Well, not only that, he's regrouping and all that stuff. He's probably dealing with some PTSD right now, dude. Like, he went through some shit.
The way
I love that they showed the flood. Degrassi, you've watched all of it, haven't you, Degrassi? You've watched the show.
Yeah.
Did you we never got to see ground level of the flood. We always saw that. We never actually got to see what that flood did to those neighborhoods until Penguin came around. When the Riddler blew all those waterways, to see it wipe out his family like that and take out 5- and 6-story buildings, I was like, this is insane. No wonder Vic's all messed up, man. You know,
and it's even more tragic.
What a great show! What a great show!
You know, his PTSD for half of the show really kicked his ass, and he finally got over it, and he just got ended dead.
What do you guys think about people dropping spoilers? You know, I'm not going to say no names, but I have somebody that I told all my friends at the tattoo shop and all my real life friends, about 20 of them, to subscribe to this kid's channel. And they're like, no, this guy is good, Chris. He talks a little too much DC, but, yeah, he's good. Well, they're all subscribed to him, and been subscribed to him for about 6 months, 8 months now, maybe a year. The show literally ends.
Yep.
It's not even an hour off. The show ain't even been over for an hour. And this little fucking punk not only titles the video Penguin kills Vic in the final scene of Batman, blah, blah, but he posted.
He titled the video that?
He titled the video that.
No.
And then he put it out there and let everybody see that major. You know how many of my friends are like, Chris, this guy's a fucking dick.
It's one thing to do a spoiler stream. It's another to put what actual ending of a show is in the title and in the thumbnail. That's just that. I don't know. That's
wrong.
Bad etiquette with YouTubers.
It's like literally, I can literally go and say, I can literally go, like literally, if Agatha comes out, if the finale of Agatha, I'd be like, and literally 5 minutes later, Agatha's a ghost.
That's a major spoiler though. The way he did it, and he not only and he recorded it from his phone. To try to beat the algorithm. Yeah, he recorded his TV from his phone instead of ripping it. But when you go to Twitter, you don't see none of that. You know why he didn't do it on Twitter? I know why he didn't do it on Twitter. He didn't want the motherfuckers to come for him. But he did it on YouTube, and I just thought my friends were like, that was a douchey thing to do. And I was like, well, he's like that. He trolls a little bit. And they're like, yeah, but the show's been over 15 minutes. People haven't even gotten home. Some people might have waited. I had friends that were working
People
late.
were watching football.
Well, not only that, I had friends that were doing late night tattoos, and they couldn't wait to get home and see it. And they're scrolling through their phone, and they're on his timeline. And what do they see? Boom! They were pissed. They were fucking pissed, dude. And I'm like, you vouch for this kid? I'm like, well, he wasn't always like this. I don't know what happened.
I love.
I tell you this.
I love this picture right here. I love this picture right here.
Young and old, yeah, yeah.
I would say this.
I love her as an actress, man. She's so good.
The scene. Can I just say that the scene where I know, like, I make fun of people that complain about Batman, but there was a part where Oz was driving the car, and then Sophia's like at the by the bridge, and looking at the blurriness. When the lights shine, I thought that was the Batmobile. I was like, "Oh shit!" I got excited at first.
You thought the Batmobile was behind them?
Yeah, the Batwing, the Bat.
Any more Batman than what they gave us at the very end would have been.
Yeah, I'm sick of it, man. For real, me too, man. Stop, listen, man. You motherfuckers are acting like they're starved for some new Batman. Like Batman's the biggest cock tease out there and just ain't putting out. We get Batman like every 2 years. We get Batman all the fucking time.
Like, go watch Cape Crusader on Prime Video.
I'm telling you, man, it's these hardcore DC.
I love Cape Crusader.
It's these hardcore DC Batman fan.
It's not even that, Chris. It's people that only watch the movies and think they know everything about the character and how the universe is supposed to be. Go ahead, Mama Bear.
No, literally, it's people looking for something to complain about.
That too.
Because let's face it, we all know the game. We all know the game. The algorithm, encourages it. It actually will promote you if you find something to complain about. When you subscribe to the Outrage of the Day Club.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
I noticed what didn't make Outrage of the Day was the Wicked toy packaging thing.
Oh,
can you believe they did that? I can't believe they did that.
Well, I mean, it's clear what happened is that the text was pulled. They used ChatGPT to pull the text.
And if anybody, especially even some women, because there are women that watch popcorn. Okay, they watch it, and I'm telling you, every young boy grew up, and one of the biggest labels out there, if it wasn't Vivid, it was Wicked. Those are two huge labels.
But here's the thing. No, it's kind of turned into a meme. There's like really no outrage over it, right?
Well, I saw some when it first happened.
I can see there being some, but it's an honest mistake. It's an honest mistake.
It was pretty much oh look, Hollywood's trying to groom kids now.
Yeah. That's the other thing. Some conspiracy theorists have jumped on it. But I want everybody to imagine for 1 second if it were a Disney film.
Oh my God!
Let's face it. At the price of those dolls, most of them aren't going to kids.
No, I can tell you right now. When I hit Target when they opened one morning recently, and they had just unwrapped they're like displays that are on pallets, and they just unwrap them and they leave them in the middle of the aisle. Right? They're like aisle shippers, is what they're called. And the only people buying that shit were dudes older than me.
Yeah.
Ew.
Well, you know what's crazy?
Doll collectors come in all ages.
Yeah, no, I'm not bad. I'm not
Mama Bear's right.
I'm just saying she's right.
No, but like just for that purpose of that website.
I don't know.
No, this was before we even knew. These dudes were just.
I don't know about dolls, guys.
Before.
I don't know about dolls, but I'll just tell you this much. I can't remember
I'm
time.
going to Walmart in the morning.
I can't remember last time I went down a toy aisle or anything like that, and I didn't see it. It's always adults. I don't ever see kids. You know where the kids are? They're kids. 2 aisles over at the iPhone stand or something like that.
The video game.
Yeah, the video game. It's me and my friends that are looking for all the new G.I. Joe stuff, all the new Gen 1 Transformer stuff, all the Hot Wheels stuff. You only see adults in the toy aisle now.
God damn it! I gotta stay out.
Kids
I'm one of them.
The Target yesterday
too.
Yeah, I still sneak down the Hot Wheel aisle every time
Oh, dude, I go. That's generally the first one I go to because I know I'm not going to find anything I'm looking for.
Yeah, or you never know. You never know that one day you go there and you're pleasantly surprised, like, holy shit, there's a treasure hunt in here. Look, I found a treasure hunt.
Yeah.
You know, and that don't happen a lot. But
I never buy toys.
I have that one.
Hey, you know what's funny is let me see that. Turn that back around.
I've got an unboxing video.
You know what that looks like?
You do?
Look at it from the right there. You know what that looks like? What the lighting was hitting it just right, and it did not look like it looked like it's a different kind of toy. It looks like a different kind of toy.
Oh,
that looks like a different kind of toy.
That would be on my OnlyFans unboxing.
Yeah, I've got an unboxing.
Mama Bear, am I lying? Am I lying, Mama? Did that not look? I'm telling you.
I am completely innocent. I have no idea what you're talking about.
What do you want?
He's like, yeah.
What do you got?
I never buy toys, but I got Bumblebee and Hot Rod. Yeah, I collect Transformers. I got a whole shelf there coming soon. There you go.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of gems.
It was gonna make a joke, but yeah, nice try.
I was hoping for a joke. All right, are we done with the Penguin and Batman talk?
Yes, it is the best show.
Everybody can comparing it to The Sopranos or whatever. Especially looking at it from the beginning to the end, especially after the finale, all I could think about was The Departed.
Yeah, that too. It's got all I mean when I say Sopranos. All I mean when I say Goodfellas, Sopranos is it's got that organized crime vibe where nobody's safe.
Yeah. That's pretty much, you nailed it right there.
One of your favorite characters. No one is safe. They killed off Vic. No one's safe, guys.
Before we move on, I forgot to read this. Colin Farrell said he signed to play the Penguin in all 3 Matt Reeves' The Batman films. He will have 5 to 6 scenes in The Batman 2. Plus, after I finish my slides, they announced that they are currently in the talks to do a Penguin season 2.
That's all. Well, they're gonna. It's huge.
It's a must.
Huge hit,
it's a
monster. It's got 90s on critics and audience score. It's got 5s across the board on Metacritic. The only people that said they didn't like it was IGN, and they got roasted for it. They got roasted.
All right. Tell me if you see this. I'm bringing this up. You see that, Matt Reeves? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I gotta play it.
Well, you have to hit play first.
Yeah. Let me bring the volume down.
Can you help, old man?
This is shut up before I hit you in your head with a bottle or something. You ever been punched in your throat?
I have.
No.
I know you have.
I have. Yeah.
I will karate chop you.
All right.
What's exciting is that he's not the same character that he was in the first movie. So the idea that we now have this entry point where Batman is going to be meeting this character in a different place in his life, and that it's going to go to, again, continue to flesh out the picture about the nature of the corruption in Gotham and the darkness. That, to me, I sort of see all these things we're doing as a meditation on this place, a place that is filled with such desperation, but yet draws people to it. And you see people kind of fighting and struggling to be here. It never seems to get any better despite all efforts. And thank God it doesn't, or there wouldn't be a need for Batman. And then we'd be in trouble because we love Batman. But in that way, I think the idea that we're going to delve into that story, it's sort of teased in the last episodes of this, the kind of how the system works and how these things work. And I think the idea of being able to dig deeper into the true reason for the perpetual darkness of this place is one of the exciting things that I'm excited about for the movie. What's exciting is
this is the most excited I've seen Matt Reeves when he talks about the Batman in interviews. This is the most excited I've seen him.
That is the
first
time.
You never watched the Felicity interviews when he did interviews for Felicity. You never saw how excited he was back then.
No, this is and what's
a little
funny
boy
is,
back then.
What's funny is I heard that, like, I don't know. I think I watched Grace. She really loves the show. One of the things she was talking about was the budget they were given, the source material they were given, certain things they were allowed to and not allowed to use. These guys were working with crumbs, and they still made the breakout show of the past 10 years. That's insane.
The showrunner. She said
the fact that he
the only edict that Matt Reeves gave her was that do whatever you want, but Oz has to be on top by the end. He has to be the main guy.
I'm talking about Warner Brothers and DC in general. They didn't have a lot to work with. Like they had, like the end. Senior Nerd was right when he actually pulls up in the Bentley and it's gold.
Don't
purple,
say
and
Senior Nerd was right about anything.
Well, he
please.
was right about that great scene where he actually looks like the Penguin. He had everything but the moniker.
Yeah, the monocle and the
he had everything
hat and umbrella.
He had everything but the monocle. I mean, he
had
looked
the top hat.
phenomenal, dude.
Hey,
And
Joe.
What's
Welcome,
up?
buddy.
How you doing?
You have
I
any
just
thoughts
think he
on
looks like
the
John
Penguin?
Taffer. Like he's going to come in and try to tell you how to run your bar.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joe.
I was very happy with it. It was a good quality show. That's what you should want from Cape Shit. When you're watching a Cape Shit show, you want to at least every now and then see something that's a little elevated. This was elevated.
Absolutely elevated. That's a great word. That's a great word, Joe. Good job, bro. I would never thought of that
fact
word.
that
It's very elevated.
I've had my moment. I could leave now.
Well, it's like Chris, like the fact that you said they were the fact that you said they were crumbs just it makes it the fact you said that they're making.
Well, on the totem pole, and you
and
think
it
of
looks
DC
good.
villains, the Penguin is not not one that's way up there, man. You know, and so you're already starting with the Penguin.
Well, true.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, in terms of Batman's rogues gallery, he's
probably
he's a solid one. He's a solid
top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
I heard the female version was pretty brutal. There was a brutal version.
Yeah,
of the female.
yeah. In the animated one, she was. Minnie Driver did the voice.
Like a lot of kids.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Joker.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They're thinking Joker. They're thinking Poison Ivy. They're thinking, they're not thinking Penguin. So you're already taking a low tier villain.
I don't know though. I think you have Joker as a top tier, and then below that you have Riddler, Penguin. You have everyone else.
I always think that. Well, you guys read more comics than I do, but I'm telling you, in the normie world, I never was impressed by the Penguin. Matter of fact, I could never understand why he was a villain.
I might not have been impressed by him,
Yeah.
but his role and appearances were enough to make him one of the top tier rogue gallery.
Yeah. Well, he's
villains.
definitely part of the big four. He's part of the big four for sure.
Yeah.
Before they went completely crazy.
The way he is, they make fun of him in a lot of his appearance in animation and the past movies, and to see him like this is the Penguin that Batman needs.
And get some respect.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to get out of that shadow of Burgess Meredith and Danny DeVito.
It's true, very true.
Hey, and the voice
and the French
sweet dulcet tones of Paul Williams.
Yeah.
Does nobody not remember the
voiced
French?
him in the
I'll show her my
animated
French tickler trick. That was the creepiest. I can't believe they thought parents were going to come out and show their kids that Batman Returns movie and not be a little offended. He bit a guy's nose off. It's supposed to be a kid-friendly movie. He bit a guy's nose off. He's talking about doing horrible things to these women. He's eating raw
I'd
fish.
like to fill her voice.
Yeah, like what the hell is going on?
It was late 80s, early 90s. We were fine with
Tim
it.
Burton, man. Those two movies, his two Batman, they're fairy tales, man. You can't take them for any more than that.
All right, enough Penguin talk. Let's move on. We have Robert Eggers says they brought on over 5,000 well-trained rats to the Nosferatu set. I didn't know that rats are incontinent, so the smell is insane for that people. They just randomly shit and piss.
Yeah. God bless Eggers. I love Eggers. I love Eggers' dedication. I just love Eggers all around. He's one of my favorite filmmakers.
This movie has been getting such high praise from everyone that's seen it. Go ahead.
I'm frankly surprised.
They
tested.
I have cats for a reason.
This movie's been tested more than any movie probably in the last 10 years.
Oh wow. I can't.
Tested, refined reshoots. Tested, refined pickups.
Why? It's just another vampire story, man. I mean, I know
He's-
it's the.
I
understand.
don't know.
No, I understand. It's no, I get it. It's the vampire, okay? It
The
is
vampire.
but it's still just another vampire, okay?
Yeah, but I mean that's like saying Herzog's Nosferatu was just a vampire. It's there's certain things that can again just be better, and
Yeah. No,
that's what I'm
I
expecting
can't
out of this.
I'm expecting Blade to show up, chop him up, and that leads into the MCU.
I heard-
Before long, Disney will own Nosferatu also.
I read
You
someone's
want, here,
comments
Chris, I
about
want to
this.
send you on a deep dive. You need to look up the Wold Newton universe. WOLD Newton, NEWTON, the Wold Newton universe.
I saw somebody comment about after seeing this in a screening that it's comparable to if you mix Gone with the Wind and Dracula together.
Mhm.
The
Was
scope
that-
and scale.
What was that written by like a 20-year-old who's neither seen any of those movies before?
Who knows?
I mean, if you've seen an Eggers film, I mean, he doesn't do anything half-assed when it comes to the sets and the realism that he tries to get to capture whatever era the film he's making is set in. He's never let me down.
I really enjoyed The Witch, The Lighthouse.
I love Northman. Northman is awesome.
Yeah, I didn't hate it as much as that. A lot of people.
Is that the one with Colin Farrell?
No, the Northman is the one with Skarsgård
Skarsgård.
and Nicole Kidman and nice Björk cameo and Anya Taylor-Joy.
Ethan Hawke.
Now, I just want one thing from Robert Eggers one of these years. I want a movie of his with Kevin Bacon. I'll be happy.
The bacon. I love the bacon.
Bacon and Eggers.
The Lighthouse is still one of my favorite. I love the Lighthouse. Is still one of my favorite movies.
That was a horrible joke. So
I want to see Nosferatu. I've seen nothing but good things. I hear he don't shine or glimmer in the light.
True vampires
Wake
don't.
Yeah, I
There's
love
gonna be no
vampires.
Pre-release
vampires.
reveal of the monster either.
I love vampires. I can watch vampire movies all the time, read vampire books, and Twilight was a setback for vampires. Thank you very much.
Those weren't
I said
vampires. Those weren't vampires. I stand by it.
They were.
And it was said. It was actually said in the books that those weren't actually werewolves. Those were shapeshifters.
Shapeshifters.
But I'm sorry, if you don't have fangs, you're not a vampire.
they didn't have things in Near Dark. That was a great vampire movie.
You know, one thing I really hated about that whole movie franchise, books, is how they made Bella so dependent on him that she was willing to kill herself because she couldn't be with him. That was such a wrong message to send young girls.
If you look into it, they actually went through this. Bella and Edward's relationship ticks all 15 of the abusive relationship signs.
I can believe that.
All 15.
She was underage. He was like 2,000 or whatever.
He was like 100. Yeah. Gross.
It won't be long. We won't have those kind of laws in the United States anymore.
Ooh. You got go on to Canada.
It's Epstein's White House now.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Damn.
For the record, I'm not the one that said it this time.
Damn.
What did you do? What did you do? What did you do?
I love that. But you know, I'm sorry. I don't mind rats. I guess because I grew up in New York City. I mind roaches. I'd rather be
Yeah.
around rats than roaches.
I'd
Ooh.
rather be around
Hey
rats
Chris,
than
did you hear the hometown took the record? They now have the largest rats in the world in Chicago.
Really bigger than New York? Really?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
They must be
One
the
more,
size
one
of
more
beavers
thing for
and
those
shit.
two cities to fight over: rats and pizza.
Yeah.
New
Rats
York City
And
has
pizza
the best
rats.
pizza in the world.
Rats and pizza and pizza rats.
New York
Pizza
City's
rats.
pizza is on a god tier, cannot be touched by any other city. And what they have in Chicago is quiche.
That's quiche.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
it's-
talking about
No,
deep
there's
dish.
Fucking
different.
Real-
No, there's
Goddamn lasagna.
different
there's-
kinds of
yeah.
that's it. That's Chicago deep dish. There's
Deep
other
dish.
Chicago. There's other pizza in Chicago, but I will say, living in both places, I lived in New York for 2 years. New York does have the best pizza. They really
But I
do.
will say this: when you leave New York City and go other parts of the state, it's not the same. It's something in New York City water that makes the dough taste and the
There
taste
is-
so
Yeah, it's
different.
probably all
Yeah,
that
I-
fecal
same-
matter.
same thing with the bagels.
Fecal matter.
I'm telling
It's
you,
just-
it's all
The
those
bagels, too.
leftover heroin needles and condoms and fucking, yeah, that's what
What
it
are you
is.
talking
It's
about?
all
Nobody
the-
uses condoms in New York.
No, I went to New York in the last years of my high school, and yeah, the pizza there is unlike anything else. But jinkies, it was greasy.
It's supposed to be greasy.
That's the
It's
joy.
going to be partial to
I've
the
never
Harris
seen
style.
pizza that greasy.
If you don't make the fold and get a well of grease flow through that well, it ain't right.
I
Tavern
was
style
just
Chicago
taking a
pizza.
napkin.
Real Chicago style pizza is tavern style, cut into squares.
The thing that struck me the most when it came to New York, other than the fact that there's a lot of similarities between here and Toronto, or there in Toronto, it was the pigeons. I was convinced those pigeons were going to mug me for birdseed. No logic to it.
They've known to do it before.
They're aggressive.
I will say
think
this
that was
about
the
New York
point.
City. One more thing about New York City pizza: when you make that fold, you see that grease. You take the paper
Yep.
plate they gave you and just turn it up and let the grease
Yep.
drip off.
No,
That's
I look
good
like
pizza.
such
that
a
might
I
do-
look like such a tourist dabbing off my pizza.
No, I do it. I don't give a shit. I'm not trying to gab an ulcer.
I-
but
That's,
This is not a knife
that's
and fork.
American.
Wait,
I try to get
like
every
that
drop of grease into my gut.
pour it in a bucket.
American school lunchroom pizza.
Hey,
was like that.
show that comment again real quick, Bruce. I want to say something before I got to bounce out of here because I got a stream I got to do.
Was that a
terrible-
penguin comment?
Yeah, guess we can't have more. I think that was the point. The point was people are sick of having their villains turned into anti-heroes. Batman needs a true villain, and I think that's why there's no more morally gray. The Penguin's an evil person. He's a monster, and I think they did it that way on purpose. I didn't like them killing off Vic, but I get why they did it. I mean,
It made perfect sense that he did.
and we need villains. I'm tired of anti-heroes. We need villains.
Morally gray works in real life because that's what it is. But when it comes to some sort of fantasy type element like a superhero movie or Star Wars or whatever, people want those clear, definitive, this is the bad guy, this is the good guy. I mean, the fastest way I ever found out to piss off Star Wars fan is to say the words gray Jedi.
A lot of that's a pretentious one. But
I learned
after
that
the
the
Sopranos and
hard way.
Breaking Bad, morally gray's been, well, especially after Breaking Bad, morally gray's kind of been done to death.
Well, morally gray, it teeters too much and too often into anti-hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what people. I think people are kind of sick of seeing their
Yeah.
villains get turned into.
I have
anti-heroes.
one more video clip.
Make bad guys bad again.
All right,
Mhm.
listen to this.
This is what I go through on every film day. This is transforming from Ozzy, the young penguin, to myself, Ryder Allen.
I'll just get
Done and done. Now that the contact's out, we gotta do.
the contacts,
We gotta do go in the makeup.
the mole.
Cut. Here we go in the makeup wipe.
I wonder if that's really
First,
his
we gotta
accent.
take out this ridiculous.
Nah.
No, it's great.
All right.
Crystal.
All right, takes off the makeup. It's real voice.
Oh my god, it's like night.
So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. And now I'm Ryder Allen.
He looks the same.
I don't know. He's a cute kid.
It's just
man.
the mole. Yeah, it's just the
So
mole.
yeah, that's pretty much it, guys.
I
And now
think,
I'm
I think
Ryder
the
Allen.
kid.
You know what?
Great from
Kudos
there.
to
First
his,
of all, I think the
kudos to
kid.
his voice
I-
acting coach.
The young penguin to myself.
Oh
Ryder
my
Allen.
god.
Did he have a voice acting coach, or is he just from New York?
Yeah.
No, you can hear the trains
So
right
yeah,
here.
that's pretty much it, guys. And now I'm Ryder Allen.
Sounds like a normal.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will say that the kid is trying. I think the kid, whenever he says "you get what you deserve," is a little too.
Well,
It's a little
have you?
forced
Yeah,
in.
but
have you
even
actually-
even when Colin Farrell says it, it's strange credulity. But I just go with it.
He portrayed the young Colin Farrell
Yeah, it's
character very well. It
He's
was
from
I mean, he
California.
did good. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Good
from
night,
Cali.
Claudia.
Night, Taladia.
we've still got.
You
So
know.
they've set up a potential Clayface. We've got that going for us.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then and we know what
Integrity.
did Matt Reeves say, the widespread corruption and why it's like this. And
Yeah, I thought I
don't
recognized
know.
that girl's last name. That is Clayface's last name too, isn't it?
yeah,
Mhm.
Eve Carlo, and you'll notice how she does the whole Sophia corners her. She's like, you do this, all the different Basil Carlo. The Basil Carlo Clayface was an actor who used makeup and costumes and stuff. So,
If you watched the Cape Crusader, that was like episode 4, 5.
and another thing is she's also the mother of, I believe, 2 of Jeffrey Wright's children. So,
Thank you, Ritterell.
Yeah.
in real life, Carmen Ejogo and Jeffrey Wright were a thing.
Ritterell,
Stop
Oh,
trying to
she's
sell
in
everybody
the
on the Cape
family.
Crusader, Bruce. Okay, stop trying to
It's
sell
a
everybody on
great
the Cape.
show.
The statue is
that's a
not going to happen.
great
All right,
show.
statue is not going to happen. All right, just let you know.
Fetch my, no, man.
Christmas
when does
Day,
Nosferatu?
Nosferatu.
Christmas Day.
nice.
All right, moving on. Dwayne Johnson, when asked if he does pee in bottles on set, yeah, that happens. You nasty bastard
What?
for the poor person that has
So that's
to
confirmed.
hold those pee bottles.
He's not the only one though. That's the
I'm pretty
thing.
sure a lot of
That's
actors
like
do it.
that's super common.
Yeah, I piss in bottles all the time.
Yeah, I had to when I first came home because I couldn't make it to the bathroom. They gave me something I had to pee in. They gave me whatever that thing's called. You got to pee in, and then it was never.
Hey,
big
No, I
enough,
was just
so
saying
I
that for
just
dramatic
screw it.
effect.
And he,
Dramatic
You
effect.
hear a lot of people talk about why he won't come out of his trailer for half of the day or whatever, right? It's because he's trying to help everybody on set get their minimum hours.
Well, that and he's
Because-
probably high off a ton of cocaine and steroids, but
Well, there's that too. But
The Rock on cocaine? No, he's
having
America's
call girls
hero.
delivered to his set.
like I don't know how he skates, but I
But
guess everybody
hashtag
skates.
confirmed. Hashtag confirmed. The Rock has a piss fetish. See, that's where they can take it. That's how rumors start. You
Oh,
can take it even
jeez.
farther.
Doesn't half
You
the
know.
audience? Oh, sorry.
Mm.
All right,
But-
you
No,
finish
you
up
keep-
your
you
show.
keep
I gotta go
piss
get.
in your bottle.
You finish up your show.
Oh, breaking
I gotta
news!
get outta here
Breaking
before-
news! Breaking news! You can't go anywhere.
Okay, what is it? What is it?
Oh my god. Here we go.
Max found a new VHS tape of the Goonies. What? What is it?
Mia Goth has left the Blade project. She was set to play Lilith. This is
Yeah.
done.
Blade's over.
This
Blade's
is
done. Blade is over. This
Mia
is brand new.
Goth
Did
is
this just
like
happen?
The scream queen of now.
It's definitely done for me now.
Oh, Blade is fucking done, man. It's over.
I knew it was done, but it's officially done for me now.
No, we're getting Wesley back.
Dude.
What you want to bet? We're gonna get Wesley back.
This is exactly
I think
what
Chris
I'm
just
talking
I think Chris just nailed it.
We're getting Wesley
This is
back.
the
Watch.
shit
The
I've
writing-
been
Yeah,
fucking
the
saying.
writing
I'm
is on
gonna-
The writing
I
is
need
on
a-
the wall, and
I'm
Wesley.
taking a shot. I'll be right
That
back.
was a resurgence. That I'm telling you, man. Wesley coming in,
Dude.
people didn't expect it, and Wolverine, and that was like one of the biggest selling points for a lot of people on those
The Hulk.
cameos, and everybody started that movement. And Disney knows they can make a little money right now with Wesley, and Wesley's he's willing to work for cheap. So yep.
After Deadpool, Wolverine, Marvel doesn't believe they need Spider-Man in the MCU anymore.
That's silly to me. That's silly to me. There's two things.
We were just talking about this shit. Like, yeah, Kevin Feige said, well, we're still making this movie. We love Mahershala Ali. Mia Goth just left. What?
Yeah, no, that's it. That was the only other. That was the only other like fucking ace they had up their sleeve was that Mia was going to be in it. It's over now.
So
that's
what Marvel is going to do with Spider-Man is they're going to flood television with animation, 30-minute, an hour-long animation.
I can see
it. Fine with me.
I'm fine with that. Give Spider-Man a break for a minute. He's the only other one that's had as many reboots or remakes or reshoots or whatever as Batman. Those two have had more than anybody.
Sony will keep making them.
I think Sony
MCU adjacent.
My opinion's unpopular, but I think that with all this, all these villain movies, the origins, they should have just bring in Miles. You can have two Spider-Mans. I don't know why they haven't brought Miles in. I don't know why. A lot of people don't like Miles. He's my favorite Spider-Man. So
I love Miles.
But what villain movies? They don't even play them as villains.
Yeah, that's even worse. They made them all anti-heroes. Yeah, they made them all anti-hero. I still think Craven's gonna do okay though, man. I really do. You gonna drink tea?
Cheers.
Oh, you're doing a shot. You're doing alcohol. You're that upset about the Blade thing? That upset about the Blade thing?
No, I'm upset about Mia Goth. I'm a Mia Goth fan.
I'm a Mia Goth fan, but I prefer Mia Goth in non-MCU projects.
This just in. Michael Bay right now is trying to get a hold of her and Shia to do another Transformers.
Michael Bay and Mia Goth is crazy.
No.
Michael Bay and Mia Goth is crazy.
Somebody hashtag or at James Gunn right now. He can play Power Girl.
That's some crazy shit.
And ask him about the GoBots movie.
This is the shit that I'm talking about. Like, this is a
nobody heard that
sword sling killer. How hard is?
Yeah, give her Lady Gaga.
If you're
that's not a joke. That's not a joke. Somebody asked James Gunn about a GoBots movie.
That's just silly. James Gunn was like,
I love GoBots. Lead a one, damn.
I do too, but they never.
Psykill.
They have only old school people are gonna remember who they are. There's just no notoriety there, man, except for guys in our generation.
That might work in its favor.
Kids like me that were lucky enough to have Transformers, they got GoBots dumped on them instead.
GoBots were actually first. They came. They
got lost in the shuffle, man.
They got lost in the shuffle.
Awful.
I love that cartoon, man. Challenge of the Rock Lords. They had a movie.
Yeah, the cartoon was pretty cool. I'm excited about this Voltron movie. That's the one I'm excited for. Let's go. I'm
like I said, Henry Cavill's going to play Voltron, the robot. Actually,
he's going to play just the robot, the whole robot.
He's playing the robot.
And then I heard Prince Lothar, and I'm just like, if he's going to be anybody, he should be Keith. He's got to be a showrunner. He can't
be Keith. He's too old.
He kind of looks like a Keith. Like, yeah,
they already have a Keith.
He's too old.
They have a Keith.
No, I mean he just looks like somebody I would know named Keith.
Yeah, this dude, this is just. It's gonna be a cycle. It's gonna be a continuous shit. Just cancel the movie. Cancel the shit.
Just admit it. Call it. They still won't come out. How Disney works. They won't even come out and admit that they're not giving Rian Johnson his trilogy. They're still selling us. Oh, it's coming someday. They won't ever admit when they fucked up.
Who wants Rian Johnson's
Here's a piece of paper. No. He's a piece of paper. Wave a flag.
Oh.
I can tell you right now who wants Rian Johnson's trilogy. No fucking body. That's who wants Rian Johnson's trilogy, man.
That would be like saying they're giving Taika Waititi a trilogy.
He's a good director when he does what he knows how to do.
He can retire off Glass Onion movies.
I gotta go do some, get my games and shit set up, but I'm gonna get out of here.
Go do your thing.
Y'all be good.
Take it easy, Chris.
All right. Speaking of later, thanks for showing up. The lead character Voltron. Here he is.
Laughing at this shit.
That is the lead character for Voltron. He will be Keith.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they did cast a kid, didn't they?
Yeah, they cast a kid.
Yeah, for the main character. I didn't know the main character was going to be Keith.
Can I not have to look at him anymore?
It's crazy, Joe. What's going on?
I feel like that Voltron is another one of those that's just, if it does happen, it's going to take another decade. But they've cast it up, so
yeah. So, all right.
Well, I have not seen any official news about this shit, so I don't know if it's a rumor, but I would be surprised if it's true.
What?
But
honestly, I think Bruce just brought it up so he could go for a cigarette break.
No, this is from Deadline.
Oh, Deadline? Okay, hold on. Let me go check Deadline real quick.
I noticed how fast you disappeared afterwards.
I went to go get a drink and cigarette.
You're my favorite troll, you know that.
I know. And for everybody wondering what I'm drinking, I'm drinking a little Disaronno.
Oh, and also, Joe, this is Jack Daniel's Coca-Cola.
Yeah. All right, moving on from Dwayne and his pee bottles.
There you go.
Mark Rylance is being eyed to play Albus Dumbledore in the Harry Potter TV series.
Wouldn't be mad at that.
It's fine casting.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully he's will last longer than some of the other Dumbledore actors.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, but
Gambon had a pretty good run. Gambon had a sizable run.
Gambon made it all the way, made it to the end of the series.
Yeah.
Not long after that.
I'm not mad at this casting. I don't mind.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think he'll be good in the role.
Yeah, I'm a pothead, but not a Potterhead. So yeah, whatever. I like Mark Rylance. So there's a win for me.
I am. I once actually got my way onto a panel by making smart ass correct comments in the chat by correcting the panelists.
All right, moving on.
The host was like, send her a link.
For all pretty much. For all you Star Trek fans out there,
boring.
As we have been reporting, the next Star Trek movie Paramount is planning is the untitled Star Trek Origin movie, which they announced as part of their 2026 slate early this year. Toby Haynes is directing with Seth Grahame-Smith as screenwriter. Ken Berg is attached to produce along with J.J. Abrams. But apparently the Star Wars news isn't going to be a factor.
It's just like
Ken
the
Berg is still on the Star Wars.
Is this the 16th Star Trek film that they announced? Isn't there going to be another one with the Kelvin timeline?
That's on Paramount, right? No, you're talking about
the Chris Pine one.
Yeah, Chris Pine.
Yeah, you know how many people are going to be pissed off at this just by saying J.J. Abrams is going to be attached to it?
I know.
Why? Yeah, why did they making Star Wars for it? It's Star Trek.
Because Paramount can't make a Star Trek movie without J.J. Abrams.
Pretty much.
I mean, honestly, hot take. I enjoyed those movies.
I enjoyed them.
These are the
I like the first and the third. I have serious problems with the second one, and my only review of it can be that I've never liked a movie that much that I've hated more.
I never liked I never gave a shit about Star Trek, but I did like the JJ films, and I like Star Trek Prodigy.
I grew up on Star Trek.
The first two TV shows I can recall are Gilligan's Island and Star Trek.
Yeah,
Mom and because my grandpa liked Dawn Wells and Nichelle Nichols. Because my grandpa was a perv.
Those ones.
I like Star Trek because I was introduced to Star Trek because my grandfather was a pervert.
That's funny. I'm looking for them. I'm looking. I love Star Trek. I want more Star Trek. Us Star Trek fans went so long when there wasn't Star Trek, and I do not want that to happen again.
I just want them to go back to kind of the structure from the TNG era, where there would be a season of a show and then a movie and then and it all kind of, again, that was like the first. Well, yeah, for lack of a better example, I think those later seasons of TNG that crossed over with Star Trek 6 and in generations, and
Yeah.
it kind of worked that way. They need to go back to that. But everything's going into they're moving everything into the future that Discovery's been, where they left Discovery.
Yuck. I don't like Star Trek with emotions.
I like emotions.
I like
more
cold,
emotions.
I just
sterile,
like Star
cold,
Trek.
sterile, old school Star Trek.
No.
Even
Doesn't
that
What was
work
one
cold?
anymore.
What was cold? You remember the Eddie Murphy Delirious? I know me and Bruce were talking about this. And they're like, Captain Kirk was a.
He was a horn
there
dog.
was, yeah, he was smashing all kinds of alien puss. So
There was a lot of emotions in the original series.
Not Next Generation.
You even got.
I mean,
yeah, Next Generation.
Picard was the coldest human ever.
Yeah.
The Next Generation.
One word. Yeah, if there's one word I would use to describe TNG, it would be antiseptic.
But I loved it. I got my
don't get me
A
wrong.
story.
It's not a bad
I got my
thing.
A story, my B story. It was well written science fiction, and it was enjoyable. That's my Federation. I don't like all the crying and all the other bullshit that goes on.
I just like spaceships and special effects and shit, man. And if they get that, I'm good.
I don't need that in my Star Trek.
Oh my god.
I do. I need that. I need everything. I want everything sci-fi. If I watch 5 seasons of Babylon 5, still the best sci-fi story ever told. Thank you.
There's no Farscape.
Snow Lex. You guys
Eh,
remember Lex? I think Lex is on Tubi.
I've never seen Lex or Farscape.
I've never seen Farscape.
Farscape,
Fantastic.
Andromeda.
I
Red
watched
Dwarf.
Andromeda. I loved Andromeda.
I actually started. I pulled up some Sequest DSV because I was on a Roy Scheider.
Sequest. Wow.
I was on a Roy Scheider kick. I went
Nice.
through a Roy Scheider, a Schneider-Sans in my viewing. And
Hey, Christina, how are you?
Christina.
Welcome.
Hey,
Firefly. Firefly was fire.
Mhm.
I don't know.
so yeah,
why they
there's
didn't
this
let
movie, the Chris Pine Trek movie, and then there's the Section 31 Michelle Yeoh Paramount Plus movie. Is that next month?
That's January, I think.
Okay, so
That
close.
was terrible.
And then there is. We've still got Strange New Worlds going, right? Have they
And,
renewed it for a 4th season?
Yeah. Yeah, and they have what else they have? They have Star Trek Academy.
Yeah, Starfleet Academy is the next
Starfleet
show.
Academy.
That's the one that takes place in the Discovery's future.
Yeah.
And it's like Holly Hunter, Paul Giamatti. The cast of that show is lining up to be pretty sick.
Yeah, they just somebody just signed on to it.
Yeah, I know they got Holly Hunter, they got Paul Giamatti.
Oh.
Who else?
Robert Picardo's gonna be in it.
Yeah, the doctor, the holographic doctor's
Yes.
coming back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and there's somebody else too. I can't remember who the other name was,
I forgot who else they cast for this.
but yeah,
They just recently announced someone.
I just remember Holly Hunter, Paul Giamatti, and Bob Picardo.
Oh, Tatiana Maslany.
Oh yeah, She-Hulk. That's
Yes.
the one I couldn't remember.
She got cast.
She's a fantastic actress.
She
Yeah,
is.
so I mean that ain't no slouches in that lineup right there, really. I don't know who the showrunner is, or anything like that.
Alex Kurtzman.
He's not the showrunner; he's the executive producer. We don't.
Oh, they say he's the director.
Yeah, no, he's the EP. He's, from what I understand, that Academy show is going to be the most hands off he's been through this Paramount Plus ordeal.
Let's see. I'm looking at names. Who's the showrunner?
That's below his pay grade now.
Let's see who we got here. Oh,
Guy
they say,
Biolo is created
Noga
and
Land,
Noga
Noga
Landau.
Landau.
I don't know. There's no way he's running the show. There's just
Noga Landau. There's Noga Landau and Kurtzman are the showrunners.
Tig Notaro returns from whatever was she on Discovery, and Mary Wiseman returns from Discovery. So there's some characters returning from Discovery.
Yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of I like a big stellar cast for the show, which I love. I love Robert Picardo. All right, next up, Paul King reveals they are developing Wonka 2. Why not? That first one was great. What?
It's the only thing of Roald Dolls that Netflix doesn't own.
Joe?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, there you go.
I lost my audio for a sec. Sorry.
Oh no.
Oh, this is I love the first Wonka movie. I really enjoy Chalamet as a actor.
Yeah, it was it was good. It was what it should have been. It was better than that abomination that Depp made.
The Johnny Depp one.
Yeah, that was awful.
I liked it enough. I like Burton.
I like the Johnny Depp one.
It was awful. I don't know.
I never watched it.
No.
Gene Wilder is Wonka to me. I don't know. It's just
I
soft
get it.
spot for Gene Wilder. So that's why I didn't mind Chalamet. I like where they went time wise with it and everything. They didn't try to do something weird.
Yeah, it was pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a musical until I was watching it, but hey.
It fit well. I could watch that and then watch the original and be okay with that. And that's that.
Don't say the M word. It upsets people.
I don't think I could watch the original after somebody took AI and superimposed Diddy's face on Wonka singing. I was like, no.
You have to send me that.
No, come with me.
Send me that. I need to see that.
I need to see that too. That's funny as hell.
What did you expect?
Did he want
Welcome, Sonny?
I wonder if I can
Make yourself
I
at
can
home.
play this, right? Or
Marry my daughter.
Did he donk?
Maybe.
You got to remember that these are just simple farmers.
No, that makes the Snosberry joke even worse. Oh my god.
The common clay of the new West. Moron.
I'm trying to dig through all of Dom's reels.
Good luck.
I was wondering who sent it to you. It should have occurred to me.
No, it wasn't Dom. I posted it in the chat. Where did I post it at? Huh. I don't even know where it's at. I saw it on Instagram. I thought I sent it
It's
out.
probably on YouTube as well. It's on one, it's on the other.
Yeah. Damn it. I can't find it.
Oh.
I didn't send it to Dom, of course.
Diddy Wonka.
Diddy Wonka.
God damn.
Well, like, Diddy Donka.
Oh.
It would have been funnier had they put his face on all the Oompa Loompas and had him carrying the children off.
Oh my god. And you'll see into your imagination.
No.
We'll begin
It's so freaking good.
with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. Come with me.
No.
Hold on, let me.
I don't want to come with you or on you, okay? Nasty ass.
Yeah,
It's okay. You won't
it's
remember it anyway.
Oh no, I put
Is
in the
he in
private
jail?
chat for you guys.
Yeah, if you don't,
jail, or is he
maybe
He's in jail in
look it up.
Brooklyn.
Okay.
No, don't be fooled. That's his body. It's his body double that's in jail.
He wouldn't happen if he put. Was he in the same cell that Epstein was in?
Oh jeez, no. Epstein was on Rikers
Dude,
Island.
One of my
Give it
I'm telling you,
time.
it's not him. He's not in there.
Give it time.
Hey man.
Dude,
I mean,
yesterday I was playing the game with my friends.
Diddy, Praz, R. Kelly. I'm running out. I know there's other names, and then I've got one off the top of my head, and it's right on. You can't picture. Yeah, there's going to be one hell of a jail album coming out one day.
Yeah.
Dude, my friend, I was playing the game with my friend, and then they were talking about like, join the military. One of them was playing with my friends, and one of them asked him, "Hey, would you join the military?" And my friend was like, "No, heck no! I would do the most craziest Diddy shit ever. It'll kick me off."
The crazy.
It was like, okay,
I feel a little extreme.
weirdo.
But
Yeah,
we have
too
come to
extreme.
the end of the show. That is it.
On that thought, before we end the show,
ahead.
happy Veterans Day and happy Remembrance Day for the Canadians out, those out there.
I second that.
Yeah.
And everyone, thank you for your service to this country. Without
Absolutely.
you guys, we would not have the freedoms we have. So, the next show, probably, I don't know if Max is going to be around, but I'm going to do a power hour
You're
tomorrow,
kidding.
regardless.
How did it happen?
How are you going to do a power hour without Max?
Watch me.
Hey,
I'll do it.
I'm going
I'll
to
do
right
it.
away, but
give me a call.
I'll do
Give
it.
me a call. Hit
I'll
me
give
up.
Give me a call.
I'll give you a
I'll
call
make
over
this
here,
shit
somebody.
interesting with Bruce.
It's funny. While we were talking about the kid's accent and Colin Farrell's accent, if you listen closely enough, when Dom gets excited, he sounds exactly like that.
that's what I'm saying. Credit to that kid's voice coach.
Yeah, that's a good coach.
Because that New York accent was spot on. Actually, better than Colin Farrell's. I'm gonna say it. I've never been a fan of his voice acting. When it comes to accents, his accents are always off.
He's Irish. It's hard to bury that.
Yeah. His Irish is pretty good though.
And one more thing before all you Silo fans, season 2 premieres in 4 days. On the 15th. So look out for season 2 of Silo, one of the best shows on Apple TV. Thank you. Great show. Please hit the like button. You're watching on the rewind. Leave a comment, thumbs up, and I will be back tomorrow for the Power Hour, then Friday for the Qualified, and then Saturday I'm playing video games all day.
Are you joining us tomorrow on Max's show?
What's on Max's show?
Me.
Oh, that's right. Max doesn't tell me anything. Streams just pop up. I don't know. I don't get invites to Max's show anymore. I wonder why.
I think he just assumes you're an open invite at this point.
Yeah, true. I don't know.
I mean, what's a show without Christopher?
Maybe because I don't like most of his panels list, but that's besides the point. So have a good night. Thank you for showing up to Monday Madness, and have a shot after Blade News on me.